Welcome to the Crawl or No Crawl. This is Carolyn Holzman. Today is August 28th, day 7 of the Google Helpful Content Update, and welcome to the now 1-year-old research project. When you're looking at this, this is the data, where all the data is logged based on the 3 test pages that are launched every week, and then noting how long it takes for them to get served by both their simple and their JavaScript keyword. So that's kind of like the simple keyword, the complex keyword. Now the simple keyword shows us that the crawling system is on for new content, and the JavaScript keyword shows us when it's findable if the rendering system is on for new content. Now sometimes I do run the same tests on previously existing test pages that are already indexed, and to check and see, are there differences? And typically, those types of tests reveal that recrawling of existing content is processed much quicker than Google takes to, when it's brand new. Now, together, when, let's say, both of them are findable, page is findable by both, it shows us that the new content has made its way through the systems of indexation to the serving. That's what we normally in the past have referred to as indexed. But we really have so much data that tells us indexed pages according to Search Console, but not being findable by their keywords, probably means that the last part of that index system, that takes it all the way through to the serve system, it has not completed yet. So we're in the Google Helpful Content Update, and it can't be said enough. No one has an operational clue as to what it really means or what it looks like yet. And we won't know probably until it's pretty much almost over. Now, in the description of the video, I'll have the link to yesterday's video, day 6, and when it's published, day 8. So if you need to, toggle in and out, you can kind of get up to speed. Now, Friday, they launched the desktop version of the mobile bot that they released on Monday. That's a more compressed timeline than they usually do. Now, based on this project's historical data, we can see that Google likes to test bots against each other. That also means they like to roll back, and then when they're done, they kind of put everything back in the normal place. So let me show you what that looks like. So here's yesterday's data. These are the desktop versions of the bots. You can see that 12 came in on the 26th. And then this over here, the blue, is the mobile bot. And as you can see, there's 11 and 12. They're both crawling simultaneously. I know people go like, oh, that's no big deal. We all knew that. Well, I don't think we really knew that they crawled both of them together. And for what purpose other than testing, I would have to say. Now, all of this, so far, this update, we haven't seen the type of volatility that traditionally has indicated an update. So I'm going to go back to here. And this page also, you can kind of see the visualization of, it's been a slow climb. Now, it's probably not going to last because at some point, Google will have completed the recrawling and reprocessing of all our content through their new sort order, and confirmed on the back end before we even know it's come and done this. Confirm that it's catching what they want to catch, and when they've done that, then they will push out the newly processed. They will serve the newly processed confirmed data. And at that point, I believe the weather tools are going to sound the alarm. And by the time we see that, it's really already been done. But we'll still have to wait and see. Meanwhile, there's something cool in the submission test. Now, in this particular case, everything goes through the Google Indexing API. But I have an ongoing test running where I had 2 test pages, one API submission like this, and another one through a website submission where I just submitted the website through Search Console, figuring that the API would come in first, and my interest was in what would happen when Google found the second test page. Oh, and I have a little surprise. I set that particular test up also as a keyword density test. Now, the same fake keyword is on the sitemap submitted test page, but it's at a much higher density. Keyword density tests are the backbone of SEO testing, and we haven't for quite some time been able to run them the same way that we did. And what I'm doing is particularly a very crude attempt. It's 2 pages, puny data set, but still. The hypothesis is the page with the higher test keyword would rank above the API submitted lower, I would say, relative density page. Now, when I search the fake keyword, the API submitted page is present as it was first, but now it's not alone. Now it's being outranked by the home page and the category page of the sitemap test page. Ha ha! Now, initially it would make it appear as though, right now Google hasn't really processed the test page and assigned it a keyword. And the way that WordPress interlinks, the home page has like the recent post widget, which has the keyword and the link to the category page visible. So while it would be so tempting to say this sorted by keyword density, I think it's more related to the fact that on August 27th, Googlebots came back to the sitemap submitted site, recrawled the robots text file. That's the one that says if Google can put the page in their index, and then it recrawled the home page, which, as I've noted, has the keyword as well as the link to the category page. So I think why it ranks above the API submitted page might just be a freshness issue. Okay, well, that's the end of this report. Subscribe to get the latest ones. Remember to catch this week's special Confessions of an SEO podcast, which published yesterday. All right, take care, and I'll see you tomorrow.